It's out.
It's out.
You read it?
Yeah, believe it or not, I read the chapter already. I'm not coming in here blind. I might be Asian, but these eyes aren't just for show.
Imagine, right? Coming into a One Piece discussion. Hey, you read the chapter? On it now.
I'm not caught up.
Give me a second.
I'm sorry. What is this,
second.
chapter 924? You won't believe this. We just got to Wano.
I'm on 924. I'll be there in a second. 1088 dropped. These chapters, I feel like Oda's setting a precedent with like the chapters nowadays. We expect you just expect fire. Okay?
Yeah, you expect a 10 out of 10 at this point.
You expect it every time, and he's been delivering. Not gonna lie. But I guess we start with the cover story or the cover thing, the cover of Jump.
I'm so upset. You know why? You know.
You
why.
don't. Yeah, the live action.
No, not that.
What's that?
Brother, Don Krieg isn't here.
Oh, you see, talking about that one? Because
Yeah.
this is well. I'm assuming this is like more so Arlong. Well, no, it says Baratier. Where's Don Krieg?
Yeah.
This is East Blue stuff.
Where's Don? They put Kobe. They put Garp in there for some reason. I don't know why Garp's here.
From the cover story, probably.
Yeah, but like, you would think that Don Krieg would be like a
Well,
prominent
Garp
character.
shouldn't be there though.
Yeah,
Garp
Garp shouldn't be there. Like maybe even Kobe's debatable too. Like I don't think Kobe should have been here.
Yeah, Don Krieg should be there.
Yeah,
I
I'm
agree
upset.
with you.
Like the person behind Sanji, I see some people saying that might be Don Krieg, but you can actually see that it's Axe Hand.
Yeah. Why is
you see,
Accent there?
I don't know. You see like the cover for his chin, so it's definitely him.
Yeah, it's Morgan. But why is he there over freaking Don Krieg?
Don Krieg
Goat Krieg.
9000. I can't believe it.
You got Kuda Haral, but like, no Don Krieg? That's crazy.
Questionable. You know what? Hey, One Piece live action, -1. All I gotta say. -1.
You know,
Imagine they retcon Don Krieg.
Wait, did you see you saw the cover story with them on it? With like Luffy's hugging Inaki?
Yeah, Luffy with the Naki, and then did you also see the leaked image where Luffy's like, or Inaki's
Stretching?
like pulling his cheek? Yeah.
Looks good.
It looks good, but also looks painful.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, I think it's gonna be good. Well, when I say good, it's gonna be a
Passable.
situation where it's like, yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of eyes on it from the first season, and it's gonna be like you have to deliver on the first season. I think the second season is all about guaranteed because of how many. Everybody's gonna watch it. A lot of people are gonna watch it.
All the fans are gonna watch it.
Right? And so they're gonna look at the numbers like, oh man, it was great.
Second season greenlit.
But you have to like deliver on the first season and want people to come back for the second season. So I have, some high expectations for it. So this is just them hyping it. I wonder how Japanese fans feel about it, because like this clearly isn't for them, right? It clearly is not for them.
It's not for them. It has to be dubbed. It has to be dubbed over for them.
Yeah, so they're just like, yo, we have One Piece already, we don't really need this. But I would like to talk to somebody Japanese and see how they feel about it. Maybe Sandman will tweet something about it.
There you go.
Either way, chapter. You get a flashback. Baby and an old man. Now, Garp tells a story about if a baby and an old man are stranded on a boat, they can only hold two people. What do you do? And Kobe, being Kobe, well, I'm gonna get off the boat, and the victims can use it to get to safety.
But the old man probably can't row the boat, and the baby can't row the boat either, so they just sink.
They just
when you really
die
think
anyway.
about it, yeah.
Garp beams the marker at his face and says, "You dunce, that's wrong." Abandon the half-dead geezer, which is interesting because, like, technically, at the end of the chapter, that's what they had to do, right?
Yep, and Garp takes it on the chin. He understands. That's what he wants.
He understands what has to happen here. But
if you were put in this situation, if you were in this classroom, who would you sacrifice? Would you follow the same thing?
Yeah.
It makes sense, right? Like, it logically abandon the old guy, right? It's sad, but I mean, you have no real choice.
Yeah, I would definitely abandon the old guy. It'd be difficult, right? Especially with
I shed a
Garp and
tear.
what he means. But you kind of have to look at exactly weight options, like Garp is saying here. Let's weigh the options for the future. And from Garp's position is different because he is an older guy. He understands what the Marines mean to the world, and he's trying to, make a better future for the Marines. For Kobe, it's like, I just want to save everyone. Like, I don't have that. I'm not at the place where I'm like reminiscing and looking at people I didn't save, people I should have saved. And he's like, I just want to be a Marine that can save everyone, right? So I more so side with Garp on that one. What about you?
I side with Garp too. I wholeheartedly believe in what Garp's saying here, and I really respect him for this because, like you said, at the end of the chapter, he follows through with it. Even if he is the old guy that has to be abandoned, he's totally cool with it, and I just have to give major shout-outs to Garp.
Yeah, he's not a man that just talks. He's about action too, and he's following his words. It's like, this is what has to happen. This is best. And so you got to respect that. But I thought it was ironic that this woman...
Just a random woman,
just first of all, she's like scolding Garp, right? Which is typical.
It's weird. It's like, wait, who is this person?
It's like a shonen tropey thing.
Yeah.
She scolds Garp, and then she says all lives are equal while wearing a Marine jacket. So it's very interesting.
And I love that she says that, and then the next thing we see is that 800 lives aren't worth as much as Kobe's life by himself.
Yeah.
So it like immediately disproves the whole all lives are equal thing.
They're not equal.
They're not
equal. You got some people that are more important. Blackbeard is willing to trade 800 people for Kobe. Well, the battleship and 800 people.
Yeah, that's like 900 people right there.
Right?
That's a lot.
He traded all that for Kobe, which shows that, in special circumstances, these people are not going to be equal. They're going to be certain people that are worth a bit more to other people. And so...
I think in an ideal world, everyone would be equal, but in reality, it's not that cookie cutter. It's not that black and white.
Not at all. Like, it's certain people. I'm sure, like, the world or people would care more, like, I don't know, freaking Usher or something.
Yeah, Usher, Tom Holland, Yamakagi, the GOATs. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, Tom Holland
Adam 22.
Or Adam 22. They're going to probably try to save Tom Holland, So it's just, it's like people aren't equal. People aren't equal. But Kobe's like a optimistic brat, Like, he goes to Blackbeard like, yo, take me instead. Blackbeard's like, yo, you think a lot of yourself, don't you?
Man, Kobe would get on my nerves. I like Kobe from like a reader's standpoint. I love watching Kobe grow. But if I was a pirate in the world of One Piece, I'd hate Kobe so much.
He's a kiss ass.
Yeah, I would be so upset.
He's a kiss ass.
I would actually say no to Kobe just out of spite if I was Blackbeard. I'd be like, no, sit back down. I'd probably
sabotage him on purpose.
Yeah, sabotage him. Go back on your promise.
He's about to use Soru, but I'm like, trip him, like, like if I'm Groose.
That's probably why he put the ball and chain on his leg. He's like, no more Soru. You're done.
I'm tired of you.
You're done.
I'm tired of you. He managed to convince Blackbeard to take him because he's a hero, and then Blackbeard has history with him from Rockyport. We go back to present day, and that hand is still coming down, right? And the Marines say, "Yo, our cannon fire is ineffective." Yeah.
Will you believe it? You're telling me this giant island won't get buster called by one ship? Insane.
That didn't work. Come on. And Shishigi, in all her glory, says, yo, prepare to get out of here.
That is crazy to me. That is crazy. I saw people comparing the size of this hand to Pika's hand, and they're saying that this hand is supposedly smaller if you pull out a ruler and look at it side by side. I don't really care about that. It's just the fact that Tashigi isn't close to Dressrosa Zoro level that's kind of disappointing. Like, she didn't even try. Like, her sword isn't even out. She's just like, hey guys,
nope.
Jump in the ocean.
Just
we gotta go.
Sorry.
We gotta leave.
Nothing I can do. Sorry. So she's just kind of there with it. Kujaku, she's like, whatever. They're just stunned by what's happening.
Bogart is nowhere in sight.
Not a real character.
He's not real. I've been saying this for so long. Bogart doesn't exist.
He's not a real character.
I felt so happy when he didn't show up, honestly.
Doesn't show up. Doesn't help Garp. What? Right? No intro box.
What is his purpose here? Why even draw him? He's like Panda. I really think that Bogart is going to be the next Panda Man. he's just going to be that joke character that shows up in the background once every 100 chapters, and then we'll be like, whoa, he's going to do something, and then he just never does.
He's bad. He's bad.
That's crazy.
I don't necessarily like it's like I don't hate Bogart, but it's just like, yo, I don't have any expectations for him anymore. Because like, what?
I really don't. Like, it's the thing how like me and you joke about Don Krieg, right? We're like, oh, Don Krieg's gonna destroy everybody, but we're joking. When people say that about Bogart, there's a good majority of people who actually think that Bogart is a monster, and it's like, brother, where's Bogart right now?
They're pretty serious about it.
They are. He has a heavy fandom.
And he hasn't really done anything, you know. So, in the midst of it, Garp, they're like, "Yo, all right, Garp, what do we do? You know, like we need some help, man." And Garp's like, "Dog, you got this."
He's smiling. He's laughing on the ground.
He's like, "You got this, bro." Which, you know, his three subordinates, Colby, Groose, and Helmeppo, gives them all specific instructions, and you know, Colby, of course, being the kiss ass that he is, I don't know if I can. He said, yo, don't stop second guessing yourself. All right. And go. They all use Soto to get out of there. And like the pirates are talking smack. I thought it was the funniest thing.
The no-name pirate fodder are talking smack. People who probably don't have a single berry to their name are talking smack to Garp and his boys. That's so crazy to me.
When they said, yo, they're helping us without Garp, he may call him a hero, but he's nothing but a glorified raw cadet. Like,
this reminds me of Wano back when Luffy was in Udon prison, and then just everybody known to mankind thought that they could beat Luffy in a ring. It's like, what? Like, why do you think this? Why are you talking smack to a guy that has a bounty and has a title? You who are you? Like, we got like what? Pirate guy with a sword, bald man, 105. Like, who are these guys?
How do you try to take on freaking?
They're just trash talking for no reason.
It's silly. But yeah, them talking smack to Kobe, like, what are y'all doing? Now, Groose and Kobe again. So this is going to be Sengoku and Garp. This is the future of this. Kobe says he has Sengoku Groose, right?
Yeah, there
Kobe
we go.
says he's going to have to figure something out, which is telling me that he didn't know what he was going to do. Literally, like he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just have to figure it out. Not planned. I'm a bit disappointed in Helmeppo. I don't know what I expected from him.
Man, that Helmeppo scene.
It just feels like Usopp.
Yeah, like cutting a cannonball. You know, obviously I couldn't cut a cannonball if I tried. But you're telling me Helmeppo, New World, post-time skip Helmeppo can't cut a cannonball? Zoro did this in like episode 3. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, he's like, just need to bite time. I'm like, yo, come on, Helmeppo.
That's so painful.
Come on, Helmeppo. Like, you got to do what you got to do, man. You should be better than this. So, you know, Helmeppo's stock down.
It's because he has glasses, right? That was blocking his vision. He couldn't see the cannonball.
Time for new wardrobe. That's it. Sengoku's, I don't like his hat, right? Don't like his hat.
Yeah, it bothers me.
You know, he's talking to Kobe about, yo, let's go. You can't worry about him. But Garp tries to job a little bit. You know? He's wobbling, he's dripping, and you know, Aki's like, Garp, I can't let you go. Garp's like, this is just a scratch. He's like, Hero was worrying, and he says, yo, this proves you're still soft. And then what he does is like, seems like a clothesline, he just bowls him over, right?
He just runs past him.
Just look like he just runs him over. And I apologize to Marco on stream and on my review because he had no chance. He had no chance
at all.
All right. If Garp is gonna blitz you, he's gonna blitz you, buddy. That's just how it works. Those are the facts.
And here's the thing. A second ago, I said, you know what? Maybe Helmeppo couldn't see the cannonball because he has glasses on. Kuzan doesn't have his glasses right here. The dude has his eyes wide open. And he still gets blitzed, which is kind of funny because I made this point before, but every time Garp hits Kuzan, he loses another piece of clothing. Like when he got hit with Blue Hole, he lost his jacket. He got hit last chapter, he lost his glasses. And I'm like, yo, like pretty soon Kuzan might just be naked if Garp keeps hitting him.
That might be part of the game.
Yeah, it's part of the game. It's like Soul Calibur. He's just breaking that armor.
Yeah, clearly. Garp blitzes Avila Pizarro, yo. Like, he's like, well, his Skywalk, his Soru.
It's destroying buildings.
It's on another level. It's literally destroying buildings as he's traveling, right? Which shows you just like, this dude is a monster. But also, shout out to Avila Pizarro. Full on assault. Didn't get knocked out.
No, I was
got pissed
actually
off.
very surprised by Avila Pizarro this chapter. Like, he takes multiple hits and he's still kicking.
He just pissed me off. Yeah, he just pissed me off. So it's like, for him, even after taking that attack to still go after the ship, he, like, very durable. The durability is insane.
Blackbeard commander level for sure. We can't doubt it anymore.
This is why they're commanders, right?
Yeah, he has the durability.
He has it. But what I loved about this chapter is when they talk about Kobe and they talk about his arms and why they're constantly bandaged, etc.
He's Rock Lee out here, man. That's
pretty
crazy.
much. But Helmeppo, you know how anime characters are. He told me not to say anything, but
he spilled the beans ASAP.
All right.
Helmeppo is a wily guy. He will not keep any secrets whatsoever.
Yeah. Best friend. He says, yo, Kobe doesn't feel like he has an aptitude for combat, so he's working 200 times more hard to get stronger. And
it's
Kobe,
so sweet,
man,
though.
It is dope because he's training to be a good Marine. He wants to protect people. And when you find out that he never misses a day and that he basically has his own battleship bag, I'm sure for Garp, he's like, yes.
This is the son I always wanted. I felt for Garp. This was emotional, man. Like, I felt so happy for Garp when this happened.
Until like two-piece, when Kobe switches up.
I know. Yeah. Two-piece Kobe becomes a pirate. He becomes the next Emu.
He's like
Celestial Dragon. He disappoints Garp even when he's dead.
Like Prince Canute.
Hey, Canute's cool. I support Canute.
Canute's, he's cool. I can't deny that he's cool.
Do you read the manga for Vinland?
No, I don't read the manga.
Fair. I don't want to spoil anything, but
yeah.
Even anime-wise, he's cool.
It's cool. He's just not on the path that he set out on, you know?
Yeah, he's trying his best. He's the Kuzan of Vinland Saga.
You know, but I like Canute. But Kobe does, he jumps up in the sky, he strikes a pose, everybody's worried, you know? And then he strikes the same pose that Garp did when he's about to hit Avila Pizarro. And he has probably the lamest move in existence. The name.
It's just the bad name. I will die on that hill. It's not a good name. Honestly, not a good name.
Not a good name. Be honest. It's not a good name. Honesty Impact. And this is a devastating attack. I'm like, it looks like.
Were you shocked?
Well, you know why I'm shocked?
Why?
I mean, I expected this from Kobe in Amazon Lily, because I made a video like years ago about Kobe, why he should be Boris Hancock. People hated me for it for a while, right? Saying, yo, how do you think? I'm like, I don't know. Like, he needs a moment. So for him to get it now, I'm happy. But here's the thing: the debate.
Oh my God!
The debate on the stream, funny enough, when I was having it, was that okay? But what technique was it?
Oh, stop, man. I have seen nothing but debates about this all day. Thousands and thousands of people coming out of the woodworks just arguing about what this is. And honestly, Honesty Impact, what do you think this is? I don't know what your take is.
So I think Oda, like from a casual perspective, you're just thinking, oh, Kobe's just about to use the same attack that Garp is using, and Garp is using a Conqueror's attack, like coding. And Oda's showing him in the same pose. There's a little black coming from him. It's just not as potent as Garp's.
Yeah.
So in essence, because like for Garp, no matter who we've seen use advanced Conquerors, it's been a lot. It's been a drip off of their fist. For Kobe, he has like a little spark, right? So I do think it's an indication of advanced Conquerors. But I think what Kobe did here looks like Rio with Galaxy Impact or Honesty Impact, and not necessarily advanced Conquerors. However, because even that black right by Kobe, it looks like an impact thing as opposed to lightning, you know? So I think it's a mixture of Ryo, the impact form, and it's Kobe's latent strength. I don't think it's advanced conquerors yet. However, it's comparable to Garp's attack, right? Without that being the case. So it's just like what it felt like, honestly, was like Deku using like Detroit Smash for the first time and not completely killing himself. That's what this feels like.
Even after Kobe does this, he starts falling from the sky. He can't even pick himself up.
Can't do anything. He's spent.
See, I am on the boat that this is Conqueror's Hockey. Whether it's advanced or not, that's kind of besides the point. But I feel like this shows why Garp trusts Kobe so much. That Garp is willing to risk his life to save him. Like Garp is putting all of his bets on him. And
oh yeah.
And the lightning, right? The lightning isn't as thick as Garp's or anybody else's lightning. But
right.
I feel like that's just because Kobe... I honestly don't even think Kobe knows he has Conqueror's Hockey. I think this is like his first showing even. Because like you said, like Kobe came into this like attack not knowing what he was going to do 100%. Nope. Bruce asked him and he was like, hey, do you have a bomb? What are you going to do about this? And Kobe said, I'm just going to live up to his expectations. I got to save everybody. Like he wasn't thinking. And, going back to Luffy, when he first used Conqueror's Hockey, he didn't know what he was doing either. All he wanted to do was save Ace.
Right.
So I think this is Kobe's first showing of Conquerors. Has he mastered it? No, not by a long shot. I feel like Kobe has a long, long way to go before he can clash with people like Luffy, Kaido, and etc. But it's impressive. He's 18 years old. Like, he's still young.
He has a lot of growing to do. Because Kazan apparently didn't learn hockey until he was like 19, 20 years old. So,
yeah.
Kobe's way ahead of the curve.
It's nice.
Sengoku's, he's impressive. Like, the fact that he can just use his clay web and capture all the debris and all that, it's like, yo, he's pretty good.
I've seen a lot of people saying that Sengoku really surprised them this chapter. And I'm
like, I don't know why. I've been telling
it's
people
all right.
this.
I mean, it's all right. Like, it's a clay web.
I think because
it's cool,
like,
but I don't know.
What's happening here is that he's competent. He's efficient.
Yeah.
And so, like, him saving everyone, because even after he saved everyone, everybody's like, yo, I think he said, Prince saved us, right? And it's just like they're kind of congratulating Groose for everything he did, but then it shows like even in the previous chapter with Kobe and Shiryu, he's experienced, man. He's experienced.
Yeah.
He knows how to get the job done. And so I think with him, people are more impressed now because they see the vision. They see the vision of Sengoku's. But I love Kobe's attack, man. I loved it. I was like, man.
Groose is cool, but let me tell you, Kobe, though.
Yeah, it's like, is Groose a Logia?
I don't think we know yet. He could be a Logia. He could be a Paramecia. But, I mean, Clay is natural, so I wouldn't be shocked if he was a Logia. Right. And plus, he showed a lot of diversity with his attacks. Like, he has a Clay web. He has Clay soldiers. He made Clay weapons.
But he can't turn into Clay.
We don't know that yet. Yeah, nobody's tried to stab him yet, so we have no clue. But then again, he has blood dripping down his face, so maybe he doesn't have that permanence that
if he can turn into Clay, that'd be fire.
Yeah, it would be super fire. But regardless, though, like I was kind of like saying, I was underplaying the Clay web, but I do think it is impressive. But Rear Admirals, I don't really expect much out of them, simply because X Drake was one, and he was very disappointing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think he just set the bar kind of low.
Yeah, it's not much to expect. Not much to expect here, but I think these guys, they probably deserve like... Bruce deserves to be Vice. I think Kobe deserves to be... Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I just need to see more. I need to see more from Garus before I can like say for sure if I think he's Vice Admiral level yet. But I mean, I like his showing though. I think it's great, and I'm excited to see what he can do in the future. But granted, in this chapter, even Groose was like, wait, like, I don't know how to take down that hand, right? Like, he really left that up to Kobe. So, if the position switched, I really don't think Groose could do what Kobe did here.
It's kind of like, for someone like Kobe, this is an amazing feat.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing feat. It's incredible, to do something like this, but Groose Bruce is gonna be there to pick up the pieces, like Sengoku is for Garp at all times. You know, Helmeppo jumps in, right? Just makes the ugliest face ever and saves him.
It's a great face, though. I mean, you know, people can meme on Helmeppo, but I actually really do love that Kobe has a friend throughout all of this. Helmeppo is like Kobe's Zoro. Like, is his right-hand man.
Yeah, or Garp's Bogart.
Yeah, whoa. Bogart doesn't exist. You know, apparently, Bogart, the name Bogart isn't even canon. It's never once been said in the manga.
Really? What's been said?
Nothing. No, there's no name associated with him in the manga. It's like an entirely anime original thing. But I mean, granted, I guess it could be in the data books, but I haven't looked that far. But as far as what I know, Bogart has not once been said in the manga. Even his name is a mystery.
Yeah, that's actually crazy, bro.
The Bogart hole runs deep.
Huh. Yeah, you know, I wonder how Par feels this weekend.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see everybody's Bogart react. Everybody who is hyping up Bogart, I'm not a salty guy. I'm not a guy that's spiteful. But let me tell you, I'm pretty damn spiteful. I can't wait to see the reactions to this.
Man.
This could be so good.
Going to be interesting.
I'm going to be
after
rolling.
that, they save everybody and they're celebrating. Right? Everybody's celebrating like, yo, thanks so much. Garp is saying it's a success. Everybody leave Hachinosu. And everybody there, it looks like they want to go back. But it's like,
pain.
You can't go back, right? And we go and we see Garp. He's impaled by Aokiji's ice and says, never forget, you all are the future of the Marines. And he's laughing. Aokiji looks sad. He's obviously laughing through the pain. Now, part of me somebody did say Aokiji's, he's stopping the blood. That's why. That's why he's doing that.
Yeah, that's just the best way to stop a wound, of course.
Yeah, you know. But the Blackberry Pirates, man, they clean. They're all there, right? They're all still doing their thing. Shitty looks clean.
This is a Bon Clay moment.
It's insane, bro. It definitely hurt me because I can, like, especially in the next panel, you see Kuzan and, you know, the darkened eyes.
No glass. Oda got rid of his glasses, so they had to darken his eyes instead. That's how you know it's real.
But
no, it hurt.
Here's the thing. One thing apparent to me is that Kuzan was holding back this entire time. I think it's clear. And I feel like more people are starting to come around. Kuzan was fighting in Garp style the entire time and somewhat, like I said, jobbing. I think for him, it's hurting him, right? But what got me is they said Kuzan can just freeze the water, but they can't escape.
He's not, though.
He didn't freeze the water. They all escaped. Kuzan could stop all of them if he wanted to.
He's playing the long game, man. I still think, even in this chapter, I still believe Kuzan's a good guy.
He is definitely a good guy.
100%.
I think he spoke to Garp through his fists last time. I think.
You know, when Garp says, and never forget, you are all the future of the Marines.
Yeah, he could be talking about Kuzan as well.
I think he's talking about Kuzan too, because at least for the translations I saw, it couldn't change in the official, but all is boldened. So when he says you are all the future of the Marines, I feel like he is implying Kuzan as well.
I'm sure Kuzan was probably moved by that as well, because
Garp has said that must hurt.
That hurts.
That hurts, man. It's like killing your dad. It's like, what do you like? And then your dad says he still trusts in you. It's like, what do you do about what do you do with that feeling? And then Kuzan can't cry in front of his buddies, right?
Can't. You gotta hold it in. You gotta keep it. You gotta hold it in.
Somebody said that Kuzan is freezing his tears. And you know what? Hey, fair. Fair. Yeah. He's freezing the aqueducts. Those bad boys are shut.
Can't have it. But this is tough here, man. We did see that basically in the next day's paper, there's going to be stuff about Kobe being captured and Garp being declared missing, and also the Straw Hat incident. That's going to be reported. The thing is, so they're saying something crazy is going to happen again in the future. Initially, when I read it, I thought that they were skipping Egghead right? And that like we about to go back to them already leaving Egghead. I'm like, no, you can't do this.
No, we can't do this.
You can't
have
do
a
this.
time
But
skip.
no, it's just basically saying what's gonna happen the next day, you know, and then we're about to go into the second act, I guess, before the next day, because now we see the ships arriving at Egghead. How do you feel about that part? What do you think?
I'm excited. It took over 20 chapters for the Marines to actually show up.
Yeah.
So now that they're actually here and they're about to invade Egghead Island, I'm excited to see what Kizaru can do. Like, yeah, Saint Saturn, he's gonna be huge, but Kizaru.
What about Kizaru?
If this is what Kuzan can do, and you know we're assuming he's holding back on Garp, imagine what Kizaru can do. A lot of people are saying that Luffy and Zoro would dog walk him, but I feel like people are walking back on that now. You know, at least a little bit, right?
We'll see. I mean, Kizaru is like Luffy's now. You know, Yonko, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited to see how serious he takes it. You know, is he gonna be so goofing around? Is it gonna be like, all right, this is the most serious we've seen him?
Oh, Gear 5th?
Kizaru.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Kizaru.
And for Luffy, he's gonna go Gear 5. That seems he just spams Gear 5 for the most part.
Yeah, he doesn't even use Gear 4th anymore unless it's like against fodder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Gear 5th is Luffy's base form at this point.
Yeah. You know, it's not. That's just he's gonna use other forms when they're necessary. But like right now, if he's going all out, he's using.
I wonder where Perona and Moria are.
People are asking that, and I think like it would be dope if they escaped as well, because then they could go to where we think they deserve to be, where they need to be.
Cross Guild. I like the Cross Guild theory a lot. That's kind of where I'm at. But I've also seen some theories saying that maybe they're the people on the ship to Egghead. I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, they stole a Blackbeard ship and they're making their way over there. I don't know why they would. Like, you know, I can't really predict that part of it, but I mean, hey, wherever Mori and Perona show up, it's a W in my book. They bring nothing but manga sales.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want sales, those are the guys you go to.
100%. It's them.
Those are the guys you promote.
And you know who else sells it too, right?
That.
Vasco Shot. You know, Vasco Shot, I just want to throw this out here. Vasco Shot took no damage during this entire fight against Garp.
And he's been drunk the entire time. Why does he look like Big Mom in that panel?
He kind of does. Hey, all I have to say is that Vasco Shot tried to attack Garp. Garp blocked the attack, and then he didn't even want to fight Vasco Shot. I think that's saying something. I think Garp sees the hidden potential of the Vasco Shot.
I don't know. Possibly.
Possibly. Maybe. He's the person keeping Kuzan in check. Kuzan is ice, but Vasco Shot's fire can melt them. Yeah, that's the agenda.
That's the reason why Kuzan hasn't taken all of them out yet.
Yeah, he's waiting for the minute where Vasco Shot leaves him alone.
Yeah, the island guy.
Do you think Garp being captured by Blackbeard is going to start a war?
No, I think they're going to play ball. And don't think
they're going to play?
Yeah, I think the world government is going to oblige. But if they, I don't know, it's tough.
It's rough, huh? There's like this could go any direction. Will the world government play ball? Will the Navy play ball? Like, imagine if the world government says no. I feel like the Navy might deviate and just try to rescue Garp on their own. Like it's a hard one. Like this is their boy. Like this is their grandpa.
They can't put themselves in the situation that he got him out of, you know? It was just like, how do you do this? I think you gotta be smarter with it, you know? Gotta be a little bit smarter.
I mean, even if they say that though, you know, people are gonna run after Garp anyways, like Sengoku, for example. Like
he's gonna try.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine Sengoku won't try to come over here.
Bring a few guys and I don't know.
Bring Kobe back. Actually, no. I feel like Garp would be pretty upset if Kobe came back. But hey, anything can happen.
That's crazy.
What about Luffy? Do you think Luffy would come? No. You think Luffy's gonna say, hey, he has his own adventure?
wonder about that. It's tough. It's tough.
Because I mean, Blackbeard, indirectly, directly, he took Ace away. So now,
Right.
like, if he takes Garp away too, or at least Blackbeard threatens to take Garp away, I feel like Luffy might do something. But like you said, like I don't know, man. Like maybe Zoro will talk some sense to him, saying, "Hey, we're pirates, man. We can't help the Marines. What are you doing?"
Let them do their thing.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Yeah, it's tough.
Even after 1,000 chapters, we still have no clue what anybody's gonna do about this.
No. No. But that's the beauty of it, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's the beauty.
It keeps us guessing, right? Like where's Moria? Where's Perona? Absalom? I know he's dead, but there's theories that Absalom survived. Dr. Hogback, I know, is one of your favorites. That tarantula guy, he's big as well.
They feel like Absalom survived without his devil fruit?
Yeah, believe it or not, there's a... So I looked the other day. There's a whole forum with, I think, 12,000 people who solemnly believe that Absalom is alive.
Huh.
Yeah, no, I'm a part of that fan club,
Okay. I'm like, that's very oddly specific, but you're a part of that. I don't know. It's just...
It's like Scientology, you gotta spend some days over there and then you'll like it. You'll start to believe. You just gotta drink that Kool-Aid.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. You're right.
Yeah, see, there you go. Now you're coming around. Don't worry. I'll invite you to the next meeting.
I appreciate it. I'll pull up.
Yeah, there you go.
What do you rate the chapter though?
The chapter, I think it was a solid 10 out of 10. I mean, it had everything, right? It had the feats, it had the fights, it had the emotion, and then it even had the build up to the next chapter, I believe, right? I feel like next chapter we're going to go back to Egghead. If we don't, I'd be very shocked.
Yeah, I agree. Right now in a great space, a great place. For One Piece, I wonder though, like with this incident, how much Oda's gonna show, how much time, like in regards to his time constraints, etc. Does he feel like he has to cut off some things? Are we gonna jump into it with things already happening? Or are we gonna go back to Luffy and them just still fighting the Seraphim? Like what are we doing? What's happening?
Yeah, and I feel like we might have a minor time skip, like maybe like an hour or two. Like okay. I really doubt. You know what? If Oda decides to give us more Luffy versus Seraphim action, I would be kind of shocked. Pleasantly surprised is a good way to put it. Because I just feel like this pacing, it's just so fast that I don't think Oda would want to spend another chapter where Luffy, Zoro, Lucci, and Kaku have to fight the Seraphim some more.
No, just get boring.
Yeah. I mean, I like the fight, but it's like, we know that Luffy, Lucci, Kaku, and Zoro could destroy them if they could just hit them. So it's not even like a serious fight by any means. It's more like a gimmick fight. Like, how do you take down the shields?
Yeah,
that's kind of like what it boils down to.
Gotta figure it out.
Yeah. And then Zoro, for some reason, didn't tell him for an entire chapter until the very end. So there's also that. So he's kind of stalling the story too. But hey, it is what it is. I'm all about it. If One Piece gets prolonged, I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't be knocking on Oda's doorstep and saying, "What are you doing, buddy?" I would be like, you know what? Cool. We got another week of One Piece, no matter what happens.
Same.
Yeah.
Not complaining. That's crazy. Not complaining.
Not complaining one
More
bit.
One Piece is great. Overall, great chapter. Can't wait for the next chapter. We're on break, but we got enough stuff to talk about to hold us over. Kobe's the GOAT right now. Aokiji's the GOAT. Garp is the GOAT. Marines are winning, you know what I'm saying? And then even the Pirates on Blackbeard's side, they're good too. You know what I'm saying?
Vasco shots going crazy.
So at this point, I think at this point, I hope Garp is okay. I don't think Garp is dead, but
do you think Garp will die in the future?
No.
Do you think he's gonna survive to the end of the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no need for him to die.
If you're gonna
kill him, you kill him here.
I'm gonna bet against you.
Oh, so you think Garp dies?
I think
by the end of One Piece?
By the end of One Piece. Yeah, I don't want to say like next chapter or anything like that, but I think by the end of One Piece, I don't think Garp's gonna make it.
Wow, that's a hot take.
Yeah, is that a hot take? I feel like it's a
actually,
normal take,
now
right?
it's not. Actually, now it's not because a lot of people did think Garp was gonna die. You know, they're like, "Yo, Garp got pierced. Like Garp is gonna die." I'm like, "Yo,
yeah, no, he's not dead.
He's not dead.
He's not done.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
He's being frozen. Like he's being preserved in a way,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he's
like
fine.
like what did that one guy say? Like Kuzan is cauterizing the wound. He's saving him.
But like I said,
hey,
I mean, it's like this.
Maybe that's it.
This leverage, you can't let the leverage die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Garp is worth more alive than dead.
Absolutely. Way more alive. Way more alive. But yeah. Shout out to you guys. Ty, I appreciate you pulling up so we can talk about the chapter.
Always, man.
Like I said, we're on break, but yeah. We'll
It
be
is
back.
what it is. Just 2 chapters. We waited 4 weeks for 2 chapters.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's Sai. Link in the description. Check out his channel, all that good shit. Like, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out.